Good evening, friends. Since yesterday, I'm excited, and I think you must also be excited from the news which is coming from Israel that the way Israeli President, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met with Saudi's Crown Prince MPS there in Saudi Arabia. And the story was first broken by the Israeli media, then it was taken by the global media. And the story goes something like that an Israeli private airplane called as Gulf Stream 4 took off from Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion airport, and it landed in Neom. Neom is a city, newly made city there in Saudi Arabia, and it's a part of MBS's Mohammed bin Salman's Vision 2030, wherein he want to take out his country from the clutches of oil export dependency. And it is being said that he has already spent something around 500 billion US dollar on the construction project, and they say that by 2025 the construction will be over. And this all is happening when Mike Pompeo is traveling in Saudi Arabia. And the media reports say that he was traveling with his own media delegation, and he left his media delegation on the airport, and he was accompanied by Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and he went for 3 hours to the city of Neom. And at the same time, this Gulf Stream 4, the Israeli plane, it landed in that city, and out of that plane came two gentlemen. One was the Prime Minister of Israel, Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu, and another one was the chief of Mossad since past 5 years, Yoshi Cohen. And these four gentlemen met. When asked by the media from the Saudi Foreign Ministry, they straightforwardly denied that nothing of this sort has happened. But when asked from Israeli Prime Minister, Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu neither said yes he met nor he denied. So we can understand that something is going on. And now I will go to the geopolitics of all these things. See, we have seen some days back that first it was United Arab Emirates, followed by Bahrain, followed by Sudan, which established full diplomatic relationship with the state of Israel, and it's really good. And what I am seeing in the social media, especially on the Twitter, that both Israelis and United Arab Emirates people, they are rubbing each other's shoulders. They are getting along very well, and that's the beauty of the relationship. It never happened with Egypt or with Jordan, but it is happening right now, especially with the United Arab Emirates. But I'm seeing that Saudi Arabia is somehow hesitating to establish full relationship with Israel. And my geopolitical analysis says that it is because since past so many decades, Saudi Arabia has established itself as a you can say Sunni Muslim state, and the kings gave themselves the title of custodian of two holy mosques, that is the Grand Mosque of Mecca and the Grand Mosque of Medina. And they established themselves as the leader of OIC, that is Organization of Islamic Cooperation. So with all these things, I think they are shying away, but they want to establish full-fledged relationship with Israel. Some time back, the Foreign Ministry of Saudi Arabia also said that they will establish when the Palestinian issue is being resolved. And now it's again my guesswork, my analysis as per my knowledge of geopolitics, how it goes. Some days back, in his Middle East trip, during his Middle East trip, Mr. Mike Pompeo went to West Bank and also Golan Heights. Now, he's the first American foreign secretary to visit West Bank, and he also said that the products made in the West Bank can be exported to the United States with the name of Made in Israel, with the title of Made in Israel. So during it's going to be the final months of Trump presidency. So I think I think that we may find some sort of solution to the Palestinian issue as well, and then after Saudi Arabia will recognize Israel, and once Saudi Arabia recognizes Israel, then you will see so many of the Muslim countries will come in and recognize and embrace Israel, and I think it is very good thing for Middle East peace and also global peace. Thank you.